What is up, you degenerates? We're back once again. It's your boy TP3 Bets coming to y'all on August 13th. We're almost a week away from college football week 0. So we're going to go ahead and get your way too early college football week 0 breakdown of every single game. I'm the first to beat everybody to the punch here. Give you all a breakdown of these games in week 0, man. First, though, before we get into it, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, man. Like I said, this week I'm going to the beach tomorrow, but we're going to be back doing full-length videos every single day next week and all throughout football season. So y'all know where to go if y'all want to get football picks. And look, if y'all need baseball picks too, say no more. TP3's got you, man. Make sure you're following me on TikTok at TP3 Sports, on Instagram at TP3 Bets, and on X at TP3 Bets. We go live on X every single day for spaces and drop free plays for y'all. Make sure you're on there. But look, this is how we did yesterday, man. If you would have got the 3-0 sweep, if you were in spaces, our one loser was the Mariners and the Orioles to go over the total. But look at that. Blue Jays money line, Red Sox, Astros go over 8.5, and the Brewers money line, the easiest bet of all time. Look at that. Livy Dunn took the Brewers money line. She knows what's good. She bets with TP3. But yeah, man, that's how we did it yesterday. But let's go ahead and break down college football week 0 for y'all. I know y'all don't give a damn about baseball at this point in time. So let's pull it up right here. First game of the season. Look what's still in there on my DraftKings. First game of the season. We got Iowa State taking on Kansas State here. The line in this game is currently set at 3.5 in favor of Kansas State. Over-under set at 49.5. Now, no one is home or away here as this game is being played overseas in Ireland. This is the game where Florida State, my Florida State Seminoles, got lost to fucking Georgia Tech to start the season off last year. So when I look at this matchup here, guys, you look at last year's game, final score was 29-21. Iowa State won at home. Avery Johnson, they gave him the keys to the offense. They said bye-bye Will Howard last year. Avery Johnson struggled in some games, man. He's not that great of a passer. He's more of a runner. Their running back Giddens is gone. Iowa State's losing both their stud receivers here, but Iowa State wants to go back to their short pass game here with Rocco Becht. Rocco Becht, third-year starting quarterback. I think he's pretty decent here. Avery Johnson's going to give him some problems, too, with his legs to start the season off. I kind of like the over 49.5. Now, I haven't taken anything yet in this game. The side I think is going to be very tough, though. I think this line's pretty much correct. I think the total, though, is very interesting. 49.5. I could see it getting bet down a little bit, so I'm going to wait at 47.5. I would love the over here, but I just think both these teams are going to come out here, play a little conservative to start out. They're missing some of their key players that make plays for them, but I think they're going to have to open it up in the second half, and we will see an over. 49.5 is not a lot of points, guys, in college football. Like, come on, these are mid-level, these are high-end Big 12 teams, but like they don't have big-time defenses. These are mid-level defenses. That's what I was getting at a second ago. I think we can definitely see points here, so I'd gladly take the over in this matchup here. Next game up here on the slate, we got Fresno State versus Kansas. Wow, this one's down to 12.5. I'm getting pretty interested in this one. So quarterback Mikey Keene is gone from Fresno State. Let's take a look here. Okay, so they're not going to give me team totals just yet. Team totals are not open yet for college football. I would be interested to see what Kansas and UNLV's team totals come out at here in week 0. But I think Kansas can get it done. They do play a tough schedule, but I think this Kansas team can do it. They trended up in the season last year. They missed going bowling by one game, 5-7. They had some injuries to their star quarterback, Jalen Daniels, who's back here again. Yes, they lost Devin Neal to the NFL, but I don't think Fresno State's going to be that good. I think they're a low-end team here. This is also the first game in this stadium. Kansas had to play at Arrowhead last year as they were redoing their stadium. This is the first game at the actual stadium. I'm going to let this keep going down. I think we'll get 11.5, 10.5 maybe by kickoff, and we'll gladly take Kansas here in this game. Jalen Daniels is going to be a problem. I think Lance Leopold wants to send a message to start the season out. I don't think Fresno State's going to be that good this year. Usually the California teams are decent, but I don't think they're going to be that good. Two more games, though, that we got lines on. They technically don't have a line out yet because it's an FCS game for the UNLV versus, I believe they're playing Idaho in the first game. I'm going to be interested in UNLV's team total and them on the spread. Dan Mullen comes in there. Guys, you know this about Dan Mullen. Dan Mullen is not a good recruiter. He's a good X's and O's coach. They have Calandria in there as a transfer quarterback from Virginia. They also have another pretty solid quarterback in there as well as a transfer with Alec Orgy. So they're either going to run down your throat or chuck bombs with Calandria. It's going to be one of the two there. So I will definitely be very interested in UNLV here in week 0. But we got two more week 0 games right here, guys. Sam Houston takes on Western Kentucky. So Sam Houston, head coach, he's out the door. He's gone. You have a completely new roster. They still have the same quarterback there. He's more of a runner and not a passer, but this is a pass-heavy scheme they're going to be running with this new coaching tree in there. Western Kentucky, they did lose their quarterback and offensive coordinator, but they still have plenty returning. Western Kentucky is going to be the second best team in Conference USA. I follow a lot of Conference USA as I am located in the South, so I pay a lot more attention to that. Like, I don't do anything with MACtion whatsoever, guys. I don't know anything about the MAC. I know what teams are in the conference. It's about it. I don't even bet on MACtion. So I focus on Sun Belt. I still think Mountain West is decent football, so I focus on Mountain West. I really try to focus as well on Conference USA. To be honest with y'all, even with the Big Ten, like the lower end teams who have no offense, I don't even really fuck with those teams because they can't do anything. But Western Kentucky should come out here and beat the shit out of them. I mean, they were terrible the year before, then they were really good last year. They built the program up a ton, everything to parts. I mean, basically their entire team hit the portal and left with the old former head coach. Everything's gone here. I think Western Kentucky beats the brakes off Sam Houston. And also, too, guys, Sam Houston plays UNLV in week 1. If you want to, go ahead and get down on UNLV in that game. That spread will probably move 4 or 5 points after this game's over. I really think Western Kentucky comes out here and hangs I think they're going to win this game like 38 to 17 or something like that. I don't think we're going to have to sweat this one. Last game of the night. Stanford is a 2.5-point dog. This line just keeps on moving. I mean, Stanford is going to be one of the worst P5 teams there are. Hawaii should be pretty mids. I mean, Timmy Chang, I thought he'd do more at this program. They really haven't been that great. Stanford lost a lot. Frank Reich and Andrew Luck are running this team now. I mean, Ashton Daniels isn't there. Eric Elmore is not there. The running back's not there. I mean, this is a complete rebuild. This team is garbage. But if it gets to 3.5, I would have to take Stanford here. I'm going to stay off this game completely. They are going to be on CBS. I think this is the hardest game of the entire weekend to pick. I mean, Stanford should be able to beat Hawaii, one would think. But I don't know, man. This is not a good Stanford team at all. They are trash. So if you think Stanford can win this game, I'm not going to touch this one. But guys, that's your way too early breakdown for college football week 0. Obviously, next week we'll be back and I'll break it down again with even more information for y'all. And I'll actually give y'all a free pick that time. I haven't played anything yet. I highly recommend waiting. I think the favorites will clean up in week 0. The only underdog I lean right now is Stanford and Iowa State. So keep that in mind, guys, when you're getting ready for these games, when you're getting ready for college football season. We're cranking out college football content across all platforms. So make sure you're following, subscribing, liking. If you want to get in VIP now, TP3bets.com. The future package is up there right now. Heisman Trophy winners, college football playoff team making it, college football playoff winner, win totals, NFL, all that jazz. I'll see y'all at the window.